This is an ECU E39A, and when it's working, we should be able to program this device through the CAN bus on these two connectors here. So when the unique NAND paired with this board, I just need to connect the CAN high and CAN low to here. And then we need to connect the 12 pins, 12 volt. This is 12 volt. And then the ground. Then I am powering on the USB, power on the ECU. Go to the software, we can check the ECU info one more time, and the spin number are there. The very first thing for any ECU programming is always back up the original one, just in case we have something bad, we need to recover it. So the first thing to do is we read the entire flash. So click here. This will put the ECU into the debugger on mode and start backing up the ECU. So finish the reading. Let's save this file. It is also important to read the shadow as well, because this is used when the ECU get bricked, then you can recover it. So here we read the shadow. So this is its password when we need to do the boot assisted mode, and this is also its censorship word. These censorship word tells this ECU can only do the boot assisted mode. The JTAG is disabled. I'm going to later on show you how to enable the JTAG. Currently, we just save the shadow as well as the flash. We can also verify the we verify the entire flash, and currently we have good read. Now I'm going to do a programming, but instead of do a full programming, I'm going to break it. The way I break it is I'm going to erase the flash. So I'm going to click the star here and going to erase the flash. So now it is erased, and let's just try to see if it's erased properly. We can do verify. Yeah, so everything is erased. Now if I do power cycle again, power off, you can see the debugger is off now, and I'm going to power on again. And let's see if we can read the ECU info. No, nothing happens. We can power on the USB and see if we can enter debugger on. Can't. This ECU is bricked into a lot of eyes, and the only way you can recover it now is through the boot assist mode. Even JTAG will not work. Okay, so now I'm going to take off and look at the inside of the board, and we are going to select the target here called E39A CAN, and let's point to the folder, this folder here, and the pinout connection is in here. So give me some time. I'm going to do the soldering here, these wires, and I can show you how I connected this one to do the boot assist mode programming. This is the back of the ECU E39A, and for the CAN bus connection, I use the backside of these connectors, and I'm connecting these two pins, CAN high and CAN low, to the unique NAND and MCP board. Also, I connect two power 12 volt here, and then the ground from here. These pins are important for the band programming. So when I power on the ECU, so first I power on the ECU, I need to take about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I power on the unique NAND. And for the password, we need to get it from the shadow here. And then we check the from shadow, then hit detect. Now once we enter the debugger on, we can see if we have the shadow properly connect, we can verify it. Shadow is okay. Now, since we already erased the entire flash, I'm going to program everything back to the original state so that we can restore this device. So here is the original flash. I just need to click this right and programming. Program finished and everything seemed to work. This is the E39A with the JTAG pin connected. I have not modified the shadow, so I'm going to show you the JTAG in this state is not going to be work. So I connect the unique NT through this connector here. I also saw this resistor here, which is trying to disable the watchdog. So let's power on the ECU and then power on the unique NT here. So let's go here and try to see if we can get detect on. We can't. Even we set the proper password, we cannot detect on it. Now I am able to get this on if I'm going to put another boot mode, but none of them will have the flash enabled, so you cannot write the flash. So I'm going to modify the shadow through the canvas, and we can see how we can enable the JTAG. So now I connect the canvas here, and the other things are everything is the same as regular canvas setup except this one. I'm not going to waste time to remove it, and it will still allow me to modify the shadow. So I power on the ECU and connect the unique NAND. Let's select the regular canvas. So this is regular canvas. Power it on, and let's read the ECU info and get detect. So now we are here, and let's see, we have the shadow here. Now I want to modify the shadow, and the current configuration does not allow me to modify shadow. I need to modify the configuration. So go here, go to the config folder. So I'm going to modify the E39A CAN. I'm going to edit this file. Here the flash, the shadow is set to 0. I'm going to modify this to 1 and make it so restart the unique NT software, restart it. So now if I go to shadow, default is FF. When this value is 0, default is 0. So now let me do this again and detect. So now I read the shadow. Now in order to enable the flash, I'm going to make the 8811 to 55AA. So after modify those two values, then I'm going to write the flash, write the shadow. There's no right shadow. So I'm going to here, write shadow. Yes. So we verify shadow. Shadow is verified. So now read again. And you can see the value is 55AA now. Okay, I'm going to power off this and remove the canvas. So there's no canvas now. I'm going to use the unique NT and connect the. So now the canvas is removed, and I have connected the JTAG properly. And make sure this resistor is on. I was having this loose, and the JTAG is not very stable. So now I power on the ECU, and then connect the unique NT. So let's try to see if we can get debugger on. We can. And we don't even need the password here because I modified the shadow from 55AA from 8811 to 55AA. So now we are in the debug on mode, and we can get the flash. So let's do a verification, verify. And you can see we can achieve about 570K bytes of read speed. And let's do a programming. You can see it will be so much faster to the program. So erase. The programming only takes 32 seconds. The read only takes 5 seconds. So if you really want the JTAG method, it is possible by modifying the shadow.